So do you have any tips for those who are new or maybe beginner herbalists and want to start networking? Of course, they can go to HerbRally.
Yeah.
But do you have any other things to share about what are ways that they might do that, or what are ways that they might also get out of their shell too?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, as far as getting out of your shell, set those small little micro goals. Have a goal, a big goal in mind, and then just kind of break it down. But as far as like networking and just becoming more part of the community, I would say go to an herbal conference if you can, if you have the means, if you're able, if there's one in your area. Even if that's not even necessarily a conference, but go to like a local plant walk. We're recording this in spring. I remember when I first started getting into herbalism, one of the very first things I did was I went to a plant walk at Mount Pisgah Arboretum in Eugene, Oregon with Keith Hess. And it like I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it right now because it was like this. It was the first time where I was around other plant lovers, and we were like intimately getting to know these plants. And you automatically just build these friendships and relationships with other people that are into the same thing as you. But yeah, if you have the ability, go to an herb conference. For instance, I just moved to the Midwest, and now we have the Great Lakes Herb Fair in Michigan. I live in Wisconsin, but this event's in Michigan, and there's 200 or 300 plant lovers that all hang out for 3 straight days, and you just instantly build these bonds. And as we were talking about earlier, even the teachers themselves are incredibly approachable, very humble, and you get to just like start to build these relationships with other herbalists, other presenters, other teachers, other just experts in the field. Other than that, like you said, yeah, check out herbrally.com/events. There's so many events happening throughout the United States that you could just check out. Another good way is what I was talking about earlier is listen to podcasts, listen to or watch KhadiYah's YouTube channel, or watch all these different herbalists on YouTube, the podcast. Like you start to build these relationships with people, even though it's not like a one-to-one relationship, you start to get to speak the language. You start to get to really like get involved in the community in that way. And I guess another just random idea I have is if you're watching KhadiYah's videos or the HerbRally YouTube channel, leave comments. I notice the people that consistently leave thoughtful comments. It really starts to feel, when we're putting stuff out in the world, it feels really good to actually receive feedback. And that's one way to like directly have a relationship with me or KhadiYah. KhadiYah, do you notice when people comment consistently?
Yes, I do. Usually it's the same, the same names. And as you said, when sometimes it can feel like you're giving so much. So it's nice when someone gives you some kind words or some encouragement.
Oh, it's the best. I mean, I had a comment the other day. HerbRally is my daily comfort channel. And it literally made sometimes I say it made my day. That comment literally made my week.
Right.
I'm like, this is why I do this. It's so fun. So
people are looking forward to what you have to share.
Absolutely. And, along those same lines, you could leave comments on Instagram, blah, 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 whatever. But yeah, I'd say herbalism events, herbalism apprenticeship, if you can do that. Otherwise, yeah, just get involved on the social media landscape, if you will.
So you did mention, you said the United States, but you do have events that are outside of the U.S. as well, right?
Yeah, we do. So we list those. They're much more sparse compared to our United States listings, but we do have a herbrally.com/events/international, which yeah. So yeah, a lot of events are in Europe, but the international page is essentially whenever I find out about other events that's happening outside of the United States. I'll also mention this is quasi new. We started this maybe 2 years ago. Is the herbrally.com/virtual. And so we have a huge list of virtual events happening. So KhadiYah, if you ever have any like event happening, I try to pay attention to the stuff. I'm on a lot of newsletters, including yours. So dear listener, go follow KhadiYah on our newsletter. But if you ever have an event, an online event, I would love to list that as well. So that's herbrally.com/virtual.
And also you allow people to post their events for free as well.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. So that's our like one of our taglines is since 2015 we've been listing events. So there's a it's kind of a weird URL, herbrally.com slash submit dash and dash event. So if you have an event you would like to list, whether that's in person,
links.
yeah, whether it's in person, virtual, or international, I would love to list your event. That's one of the main ways we get events listed on HerbRally.
I just thought you guys are like the modern yellow pages.
Yeah, totally. I remember the yellow pages.
Right.
Yeah.